I'm Avery Watson, and I'm Nutrien Ag Solutions 2024 Student Ambassador.
Can you tell us a little bit about the project and some accolades that you've recently been awarded?
Okay, so I started talking to Thaddeus around this time last year, and they gave me the opportunity to use this farm and their technology, which has been awesome and the biggest part of my project. I did some emergence flag tests and then ran some yield estimates to conduct my project. And in comparing those two planters, I wrote a whole paper about it and competed with it within 4-H, and I won state then. And I then was able to submit a paper this past month, and I just found out that I won state, and I'm advancing to nationals with this project. So very exciting. Yes, thank you. And I'm back at Nutrien Ag Solutions Innovation Farm here in Champaign, Illinois, and I'm about to start planting my project for 2024. I'm out here on Nutrien Ag Solutions Innovation Farm for day one of my emergence flag test. With this flag test, I'll be out here every day for 4 days to see how many plants emerge within 1/1,000th of an acre, comparing the two planters, the 7000 and the 1760. Wanted to see kind of how they do. Last year we had really good planting conditions, so I wanted another year to see if I could get anything different, see if I could find anything. We had great planting conditions, but after it rained around 3 inches, and it was a pretty heavy rain, so everything is compact. It crusted over on the top pretty good. So today I've seen a lot emerge through cracks and whatnot, so I'm interested to see how many will emerge on the next 3 days and how many try to leaf out underground. And I'm interested to see if that has any effect on the rest of their growing season with yield and stuff. So I'm going to try and keep track of that and see if I can find anything. It's day 2 of my emergence flag test. Everything's emerging nicely. 3 out of the 4 plots had more emerge today than yesterday, and then the 4th one tied with yesterday. So that's kind of interesting to see. Still a pretty heavy crust over everything, so I have a feeling that'll affect day 3 and day 4, and I have a feeling we will see some emerge after day 4. However, the test that I run only goes through day 4, but everything's looking really nice.
Do you want to walk us through, take us back to May 24th, I think, is when we planted, and to talk about the conditions that day, and then what's happened between the 24th of May and 21st of June today?
Yeah, so like you said last year, this is a replication. Last year's conditions were awesome. This year we had a few more hiccups in the road. The old planter, the 7000, wasn't quite working how we thought, so during planting we had to troubleshoot that a few times. It ended up just turning the whole system off. All the rows were going crazy. So everything.
The alarm system.
Yes, the alarm system. Yes. So we still got it planted. Every row is still planting, but the population was crazy high, even though our settings were correct. But after that, lots of rain, so it crusted over the whole field. I was a little interested to see how emergence went, and the crust definitely affected that, but
what did you do to rectify that or solve for that problem?
Yeah, so a rotary hoe went through to kind of break up the crust that the rain had created, and after that, a lot of plants emerged, which was good to see. So it kind of proved that that was a smart choice there.
We debated that decision, whether we should tear out and replant, or whether we should try the rotary hoe, and the low percentage of rotary hoe helped us this time.
It did indeed. Everything emerged on May 30th. So after that, 4 days after that, I came out here every morning at the exact same time and flagged each plant that emerged to conduct my emergence flag test.
What'd you see there?
Yeah, so in the old planter, I saw that more emerged on day 2, still pretty spread out. And then in the new planter, they were more consistently even each day, which was kind of cool to see. Even now, we can see a lot of those differences within height and color. I think as the growing season goes on and then how it affects yield, I think there will be a prominent difference based on these a little bit harsher planting conditions this year. I'm back out here today to check on my plots before harvest. I'll be running a yield estimate test on my emergence flag test plots and comparing that data to yield data collected by the combines. As I move into harvest, I have already pre-calculated 1/1000th of an acre to be able to calculate yield estimates. By doing this, I have each flag marked with what day it emerged on, and I'll go back through and individually pick off each ear of each plant. I'll count the number of rows around the cob as well as how many kernels there are per row to be able to use that to compare by what day it emerged. From there, I'll plug all of those data, the average, into a calculation to be able to determine a yield estimate. We can then compare that data to harvest data collected by a combine. I'll be back soon with results from my 2024 harvest, seeing how the old planter compared to the new planter and why the emergence is impacted and how it also impacted yield. Thank you to Nutrien Ag Solutions for letting me use this plot of ground 2 years in a row to help further my knowledge in agriculture and why technology is important, not only helping my class inside the classroom, but allowing me to come out here and have some hands-on learning.
Working with Avery at the Innovation Farm over the past 2 years, watching her grow and develop in ag has given me confidence the future of agriculture is in good hands.